Hey, friends, your pal Press coming at you. Oh, how you doing, folks? Huh? Hope you're doing well. You know, we're in a big deal this upcoming election, and we really need a good president. We really do. You've been watching, as have I, these past 3 years with Biden. It's terrible. It's terrible. Look, I can understand America needed to find out. You know, we need to find out, don't we? We always do. So they got Biden in. Come hell or high water, they did what they did to get him in. And there was some cheating involved. But he got in. So, all right. Gave him a chance. God says pray for those in the leadership. So we did. And didn't do any good because he's got his heart set against what needs to be done in this country of ours, the country of freedom and liberty and justice for all, not just for his cronies. And he's done some things using our DOJ he's weaponized the Department of Justice against Americans and against a former sitting president. These things haven't been done that I know of. They're being done now in front of our eyes. What are we going to do about it? Yeah, you and me. What are we going to do about it? It's time to turn the tide in this country, no matter what those in power seem to want, because it's not our good. They haven't done it. They might speak good words, but their actions, that's why we judge people. By their fruit you shall know them. And all I got to do is tell you, please look back at the actions. That's all it takes. Oh, we got people like Robert De Niro going crazy again. He went crazy in 2016 against Trump. And you know what? He's doing the same thing now. People are just losing their minds. The left is losing their minds. They're fearful that Trump will get back in office, and they're saying anything, even stupid stuff, to get you to believe that Trump's not a good person. And you know what? He's the only one, the only president in his 4 years. They didn't start a new war. And now look what we have with Biden. Just look. Don't vote Democrat. Don't vote Republican. Vote good. We have to vote for the good. And Biden's not the one. He's losing it. He's old. Getting older. He's going to get better. His mind is going. Oh, he said he did good on the State of the Union. Oh, yeah. But they pumped him up with something. You got to know that, friends. Look at the 3 years he's been in office. Moving around and having his head down and shuffling his feet and falling upstairs, falling downstairs, falling on the stage, doing all kinds of stuff, slurring his words, forgetting. Very forgetful. Even though he's got a teleprompter, telling him what to say. We have to stop hiding behind our prejudice. We're all Americans and we need to do what's right for America. This is no joke. The world's watching. China's watching. Russia's watching. North Korea's watching. All our enemies are watching. Iran is watching. All our enemies are watching. And we need to rise up for the red, white, and blue, for this country, for our founding fathers. Hell, if they knew what was happening, they would roll over in their graves. And we need to wise up. We need to be mature. We need to do things for our children and our children's children and all the generations that will come after us when we are gone. Because you and I, we're going to die. We're not going to be here, but they will be. What kind of world are we going to leave them? What kind of government are we going to prepare and leave them? We need to wake up. We've been asleep. We've been lulled. They sung some kind of song and put us to sleep. Now it's time to wake up. We have to wake up. This is a nightmare. And we need to wake up and end it. Help us. Help us help each other. You know who's going to be the nominated for Republicans? It's going to be Donald Trump. You know, if Biden makes it to November, I don't know if he is or not. Something in me tells me something's going to happen, and he might not make it. And you have Kamala Harris as president. How much worse can she do than what Biden's done and is doing? I don't know. I have fear in my heart. Not fear, worriment. That Biden's not going to make it. And everything I'm telling you right now will just be a moot point. Own it. He won't be here. And then it'll be Kamala. So, and then who's the Democrats going to get? Who do they have to choose from? Not very many. You know what? Gavin Newsom from California, he destroyed that state, that wonderful state of California. He destroyed it. We don't need him as president, destroying all the states. We're in a pickle, and I don't care what you think about Trump. He did a good job. You need to wake up. Might be a hard pill to swallow, but you have to. That's just the way it is. He's done a good job in the past. He'll do a good job in the future. And it's not that far away. I just want to show you the fear that's running in the liberals' hearts. You ready for this?
At all. Nothing redeemable in him. And we have to, and whoever the people are who want to vote for him, and there look like intelligent people around there. Somebody, for some reason, it can't be. It cannot be. If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine. That's what happens in that kind of a dictatorship, which is what he says. He'll come looking for me. There'll be things that happen that none of us can imagine. That's what happens in that kind of a dictatorship, which is what he says. Let's believe him. Take him at his word.
I did from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, I said from the very beginning, this guy is never going to concede power, and he still hasn't.
No.
He still hasn't. He still hasn't. He lost the last election, and he advertises that he will go on. He says he's been cheated out of one term, so maybe we should get rid of the president only gets 2 terms thing.
Nothing at all. Nothing redeemable.
The New York Times poll. Why is Trump winning? I mean, the New York Times poll this week came out, and maybe this will change it with the State of the Union address, but Trump was beating him rather soundly. It was quite a warning light, 48 to 43, also winning way more among women than he had before, winning outright Latinos. What would beat that to?
I don't know. I just don't want to feel the way I did, and many of us don't, after the election in 2016, where we couldn't believe that it happened. The guy.